Introduction. Dark Souls is a fantasy RPG that was released on the PS3 on September 22nd, 2011. It was also remastered in May 2018 for the next-gen consoles such as the PS4 and Xbox One. The game was never beautiful or had great gameplay, but its atmosphere appealed to me. It is rich and dark and extremely disturbing. I would hate to live in this world where the dead are still living as husks of their former selves. I think it really addresses those deep questions of death and being remembered. Euthanasia. What life is acceptable for it to be deemed as life? Would you still be alive if you were one of these husks seen in Dark Souls? When can we determine someone's life as being unlivable? Is it if they believe it is, or if they cannot do the things that bring them joy? And if they cannot, would ending their life be the most loving thing to do? Ending someone's life not only affects them, but also their family, friends, and circle of interactions. These people can have a very negative reaction to the loss of their friend or loved one. Modern medicine can stop suffering from most pain with the use of painkillers such as fentanyl or oxymorphone. But what is living under painkillers like? It must be numbing. The pain is gone, but who cares if you can't get enjoyment from activities you once loved? Should you have the responsibility to live your life in order to reduce the possible suffering that you could cause by ending it? I'm unsure of the answer to that question. Life is certain, but death is uncertain. Should you always have to take the happiness of others under account and over your own happiness? Talking more about the game. Much like in Dark Souls, the characters you meet are living in an endless nightmare of a world. The world that you explore has been forgotten about. It feels empty, there is no life left here. Every NPC you interact with sounds unmotivated and nihilistic about the future. Playing through the game is a trek to dying from everything and having to learn from all your mistakes. It takes time to even start the main game to finish the first boss. I know friends who haven't played because of the difficulty of even the first boss. It is quite off-putting, but if you stick around and finish the game, I do think you get a special feeling. The only thing I can equate this feeling to is volunteering. It is hard at the start, but by the end you get to see how your actions have affected others. It is a very different happiness than the one we usually experience. You don't feel pleasure from finishing the game. You feel satisfaction from not needing to do it again. But then streamers like the Happy Hob beat these games time after time again, making it harder for them to do so with no hit and depraved runs. And some people can get so good at this game that they know and expect every move that is about to occur. I think the learning curve for Dark Souls is steep, but when you reach the top it gets quite easy. If you know when that action is going to happen, you can parry it or dodge it and then do this. Watching videos of people being good at this game is really satisfying, because I know that I'll never be this good. Burnout in video games. What if the only game you could play was Dark Souls? Would you still gain enjoyment from it? I feel like burnout whilst playing video games is not spoken about enough. I spent almost 3 years trying to complete The Witcher 3. Be sure to watch my next video on this topic for more content about video game burnout. Some games can just get stale if you play them over and over again. If I had to choose, I think I'd rather not play video games at all than just play the same one. I feel a bit burned out by video games. Whenever I launch them, I get these feelings of boredom. I feel like there is little point in playing them. So I've gone on a tangent enough. Let's get back to personal. I remember playing it on my PS3, while everyone else had next-gen consoles. Also, I can remember getting really into the lore, watching a bunch of Soulsborne videos and trying to understand everything. I still have a copy of the game. It's the only PS3 disc that I kept. Conclusion. The game might be about how hard life sometimes is and how you just need to keep on going. Or perhaps this is a game about hope and coming to terms with your situation. Sometimes things never change, and that is okay. What I'm trying to say is that I liked this game, and I'm still unsure about whether euthanasia is the most loving thing to do.